Hi, guys, and welcome back to Self Care for Black Girls, a podcast where we relax, sip tea, and chat about bettering ourselves as black girls. I'm BB, and I'll be helping guide you to make better choices in your daily lives. So, welcome back to another episode. Um, yeah, thank you all for tuning in again with me, and so let's hop into it. Today's episode is going to be it's going to be part one of a two-part episode, about living your best life. I came up with a list of things that you can do to help improve your way of life, and just things that you could do to make the most of the life that you're living right now. So these things, like I always say, they're not things that I'm telling you to do. They're things that I suggest you do to, like I said, better, make your life, okay, no, not that. To make your life, to enhance your life. There we go. To enhance your life. So let's hop into the ways. Ooh, thought I had a burp. Excuse me. Okay, so the first thing that you can do is stop living in fear. Um, a lot of people, including myself, don't do a lot of things because they're scared. They're either scared they're gonna die, or they're scared somebody's gonna have something to say about them. There's they're just scared. They're fearful of what could happen as a result of them doing or saying or eating or drinking or whatever it is they're having. They're scared of the backlashes that may or may not come with what they're gonna do, or it could just be something personal that they're afraid of. So you gotta stop. You just gotta do like Nike and just do it. People are gonna talk. You're gonna die at some point in time. Now, if you're really scared that you're gonna die doing whatever this is, I highly suggest you don't do it because the chances are you might. But I mean, if you want to take that risk, then you do you. But yeah, live. Be, you can't be scared to live. That's that in a nutshell. You can't be scared to live because things are gonna happen. You're gonna break bones. Stuff like that is gonna happen. You can't avoid it. So just don't be afraid. Breathe and do it. The next thing that I have to do is to find that you could do. Me too. Not gonna lie. Is to find yourself, your inner light. This goes along with not living in fear. If you go out, do okay before you go out and do the things that you're scared to do, you have to do things that you like doing. Like if you, how can I put this? You can go out and go get your nails done, go get your hair done, go get something to eat, go get your favorite food. You go read your favorite book, go take a bubble bath. I know it sounds a lot like a self-care routine, but in doing those things that you like, you can find yourself, you can find your inner peace, and if that makes you happy, um if you feel like you like this, or you don't like that, or something like that, then okay, where was I going with that? Oh, you're gonna know whether you do or don't like something. So if you do something and you don't like it, then you know that's not what puts you at peace. So don't do it anymore. But if you do something, here we go, this yawning again. If you do something and you do like it, then obviously that is something that brings you peace, and that was something that you found out about yourself. You were finding yourself. You're in the light. So go out and do some things that you like to do, and try some new things to see if you like them, because you never know. The next thing is to embrace your flaws. Um, it's not really much to say about this, but be happy in the skin that you're in. Don't let what something ugh, don't let what anybody else has to say about you affect the way that you see yourself, or how you dress, or how you do your hair, or whatnot. Um, if you're if you're content, that's all that matters. Point blank. Period. So the next thing is to get enough rest. I'm not gonna ramble about this one because I made an episode that went into detail about why you need to get enough rest, and I can't remember the episode. I believe it was um I want to say it was episode 7. I'm not sure, but go back and listen and you'll find it. It's one I've mentioned um getting making sure you get enough rest in a lot of episodes. So go back and listen to a couple of them. You'll hear me talk about it. But that's all about that. The next thing is to write out your thoughts and goals. Um, yes, it's fine to say I'm gonna go to the store. I'm gonna go buy this car. I'm gonna go vacation in this spot. But if you don't write it down, it's not gonna happen. And it it sounds crazy, but if you write it down, then you're gonna be able to go back and see it and be like, oh well, excuse me. You're gonna be like, oh well, I remember when I wrote that down. Let me go see what I need to do to put this into action. B, you could go. You will be able to see it. If you can see it, and this goes for the thoughts too, not just the goals. If you can see it, then you're most likely going to believe it. You can say it all you want, but until you put it into action, and writing it down can be the starting action for you, um, it's probably not going to happen. Now, I'm not going to say there are people who say stuff and do it. I'm not talking about those people. You guys know what you're doing. But for everybody else who can say something and it never happens, then you might want to start writing it down. Because a lot of the things I write down, now they do seem to be coming true. So write that stuff down so you can get it off your mind and have room for new thoughts and ideas and goals. So yeah, do that. The next thing is to stop rushing through your day. And also be aware of your surroundings. I'm gonna talk about the first part first because the second one I'm gonna go a little talk about a little bit more. Don't rush through your day. Live your best life, like the episode said, like the name of the episode. Um, don't dwell on things in the past, and don't dwell on things that are happening in the future unless you're going on an exciting vacation. Then you can dwell all you want. But don't don't rush the day. I'm sorry if you guys can hear something in the background. It's my brother playing a game, his game. So just kind of ignore that. But don't live your days thinking about, oh well, what's going to happen tomorrow. Live in the now, live in the present. Worry about what you're doing and what's happening that day, and let whatever happens tomorrow or next week or next month or next year happen when it's time for it to happen. Now, as far as being aware of your surroundings, that could go two ways. In the good way, I guess they're both good ways, but in the healthier way, you wanna, take in your surroundings, admire the beauty that Mother Nature has given you, the flowers, the trees, the breeze, the grass or the sand, wherever you are, the beautiful landscapes. Just admire all of that stuff because it's beautiful. Now, the other way that could go is to just genuinely be aware of your surroundings. If you're in a place that you're uncomfortable or you feel like someone's looking at you or something, be aware of your surroundings. Have an exit route everywhere you go, at least two. So, you know, be aware of your surroundings. Um, the next thing is to spend time away from your phone or social media. I did this for the first time last night, and I can honestly say it was one of the best things I've ever done because I'm usually on my phone 24/7. Like, you know how iPhone has that screen time thing? You guys don't want to know my screen time a day, but I did step away from my phone for, I think it was like 2 or 3 hours before I went to bed, maybe 2.5, before I went to bed last night, and it, I actually, it was nice. It was really nice because I was able to think clearly. I didn't have that blue light that comes from the screen that people talk about. in my eyes. I fell asleep with ease, which is strange for me because I usually sit up in the bed on my phone for about an hour or two before I go to sleep. So I didn't have the blue light in my face before I went to sleep, and going to sleep was a breeze. So I definitely recommend stepping away from your phone at night, and definitely social media. If your job doesn't require you to be on social media 24/7, I highly suggest you get on there long enough, like once, maybe twice a day, because social media is not the place to be. Unless that's where you get your news and stuff from, I don't suggest you stay on there that long. Because it's really it's a bad influence. Yeah. The next thing that I have is to stop working is to, oh, no, not stop working, is to work on stopping bad habits. Smoking, cussing, procrastination, like me. Um, yeah. So it's never too late to stop a bad habit, and in fact, to stop a habit, any bad habit. Yeah, what am I trying to say? It's never too late to stop a habit that you've started and it's not a good one. If it's a good habit, keep up the good work, sis. Keep doing you. But if it's a bad one that you know you don't need to continue doing, then you need to stop, because I forgot how many days it takes, and I should have looked it up before I started recording, but it does. I think it's like a month. Correct me if I'm wrong, please do. But you start a habit in a month. So if you started the habit in a month, then it's just going to take a month of you being dedicated and determined to stop it. So it's not hard. Now, the swearing, you're probably going to have to put in a little bit more work, because if you grew around a lot of it, then it's kind of in your blood almost to say, not exactly, but I think you all get what I'm saying. Um, yeah. So things like that, you're gonna have to put in a little bit more a little extra work, but it can be done. And then the last tip that I have for you all is to well, the last thing, it's not really a tip, but anyway, is to remember what goes around comes around. Karma. A lot of people don't believe in karma, but karma is a real thing, and she will come and bite you in the butt when you least expect it. So please, 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 I promise you, if you do good things will come to you. If you do bad things will come back to you, and their timing will be at the worst possible time. So don't do anything that you wouldn't want anybody to do to you. That's all you can say about that. But that's all that I have for you all this week. I think I'm actually, after I finish recording this episode, I'm gonna go ahead and record part two, since I'm in such a productive mood right now. But head over to Patreon, donate. You all can donate one time. You don't have to donate multiple times. I'm gonna see if I can put. I don't know. I'm not even gonna say that because I have a lot on my plate right now. But you don't have to donate monthly. You can donate one time only. But it will really help, because I'm filling up space on my podcast host, and I'm gonna have to get the subscription. So you all help a sister out. But follow me. You guys can also follow me on Instagram for daily inspiration. I post affirmations on my stories, and any quotes I have. I post them as actual posts. And if you all have any affirmations or quotes that you all want to send in, you all are more than likely. You have my email, and you also, I think you have my email, and you have my social medias, and you also have my website. You can send me go to the contact page and send them to me through there. But this episode is already getting too long, so I'm gonna close it off right here. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you all next week. Bye. Thanks for listening this week. If you have any questions, want to share a story, or be featured in our Q&As, send them to me at selfcarebgirl@gmail.com, or submit them on my blog at selfcareblackgirls.com. While you're over there, subscribe and join so you never miss anything. Subscribe, rate, and review us on iTunes to help spread the word. You can also donate one time or monthly by clicking on the Patreon link on my blog. There are rewards. Thanks again for listening, and don't forget to stay beautiful.